What's up, babes? Welcome to my channel. So if you're watching this, this is my first video. It's long overdue, but it is on this install that I did with this AliExpress wig. Talk about a meltdown. This might have, like, I'm giving Puerto Rican princess. It's giving do it like it's my day. But I did do this install and I recorded it for you guys so y'all can watch. So definitely go ahead and subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and comment down below what else you want to see from me. Well, I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so first things first, you want to start off by putting your powder foundation on your ball cap. If you want a ball cap tutorial, I definitely will make one for you guys. Just comment down below and I'll make one. So I used the MAC NW58 pressed powder foundation and a dense elf brush just to put it all over the cap and down the middle where the part is going to be. And then I took the Tresemme spray and the rat tail end of the comb just to lay down the pieces of the cap that were rolling back a little bit. And then you're going to want to cut off the back of the lace because you don't need that part. Now I'm just trying the lace on my head to make sure that it fits how I want, just to see what I need to go ahead and cut off. And make sure you go ahead and cut off the ear tabs. The extra lace isn't needed, so just make sure you cut it off. You cut right above your ear, in the shape of your ear. This part may take a little while because it did take me a few minutes to get it. But once I got it, I was grateful because, girl, it took me too long. Finally. So I'm just making sure it looks good when I lay it down, seeing if I have to cut anything else. And that side was good, so we just moved on to the other side. With this side, I started from the back. I don't know why, but I actually think it made it easier for me to cut off this ear tab. It was definitely much quicker than the other side. Just make sure it's fitting your head. And then you're going to want to cut it into 3 different sections. So once you're laying it down, it makes it much easier for you because you can see from both sides. And definitely make sure you clean your forehead with alcohol. And so here I was just taking the makeup, the same MAC makeup, and put it on the lace. And then I sprayed the Tresemme holding spray on it and blow dry. After that, I did go in with the Ghostbond adhesive and I applied the first layer. It was rather thick, but that's okay because I ended up only using 2 layers instead of like 3 or 4. So I like to just go in with my scissors or anything to spread it out just so that the glue can dry evenly and clear. So you can air dry or you can blow dry, whichever one is your choice. But I like to, after it dries, I like to go in with my comb and just press out the parts that are still white. So those parts won't be attached to the lace and I won't have to clean it off. Then I went in with my second layer of glue and just applied it the same as I did the first layer. Let it dry, either with the blow dryer or air dry, and did the same thing with the white spots again. So you can get ready to go ahead and lay that lace down. So I went ahead and just blow dried it a little bit, just blowed it a little bit. And then we're gonna lay it down. I started off with the side. And then I just pressed it in, massaged it with my fingers a little bit, put it up how far I needed to go up, massaged it with the comb. And then I'm gonna do the same to all 3 sections. Girl, that thing went to malfunctioning. I had to lift it up a little bit more and then lay it back down, but it was no pressure. If you have to do that, it's fine. You'd rather do it while it's not dry than wait for it to get dry and it's all messed up. So now I'm just pressing it out with my fingers, making sure everything is secured. And then I'm put my elastic band. I made that elastic band. Y'all don't laugh at me. So while I got the elastic band on, I'm gonna leave it on for 10 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start to detangle the hair. I did put some of the Lotta body, I don't know if it's curling cream, something, moisturizer, something. I put it on there just to hydrate the hair so it wouldn't be dry. You can use any type of curling conditioner you like. Then after the band being on for 10 minutes, I just blow dried it for about 5 minutes just to give it that extra security. And then we're gonna remove the band. And there you go, you're melted. You're almost there. You done did it. You almost to the finish line. So then you either want to take some small scissors or eyebrow razor to cut off that excess lace. I like to use the small scissors. Those could have been a little sharper, but they worked out. So me personally, I like to get as close to the hairline as I can because I feel like the extra lace mess up my baby hair process if it's in the way, so I just cut it off. And if you want an easier process, you should just cut it off. Just cut it off. You don't need it. And if you look closely right here, you can see the hair is actually coming out of my scalp. And for those little pieces that like to lift up a little bit, you can just take the adhesive spray to lay it down, using the end of the comb to lay it down. You can put glue, but I just prefer not to use any extra glue than necessary. Continuing to cut all of that lace off, I like to do up and down motions. These scissors aren't very sharp, so I had to go in from different sides and take my time to cut it off. And this is just a better look at me getting as close to the hairline as possible. Just go ahead and just cut off any excess lace because it's gonna make it look like it's coming out the scalp. And please make sure that you're laying the lace down with the adhesive spray if it tries to lift up. And then you take out your area for your baby hairs. I took out a thin layer because I didn't want my baby hairs to be thick. I want them to be like naturally given. And then go in with a hot comb just to press those hairs that you're not going to be using for the baby hairs back, and also to make it look like it's coming out the scalp. Words of the day is out the scalp. I'm running my mouth, but I did cut off, it was an extra piece of lace by my ear, so I just cut that off and then took out the rest of the baby hairs that I'm gonna need. Okay, so using the hot comb to push the hairline back so it can look like it's coming out my scalp. I honestly could have plucked a little more, but I want to have this wig for a little bit, so I didn't care too much to over pluck it. It served its purpose. That Tresemme spray, my favorite. I'm gonna put that on the hairline, on the lace actually, not the hair. We're gonna put it on the lace and then let it dry a little bit. Now I'm just taking my edge brush to brush the hairs into place before I go in and put the elastic band back on. And like before, you're just gonna leave the elastic band on for 10 minutes and then blow dry it for 5. So while it was on for 10 minutes, I just went ahead and fixed up the part a little bit. So once it's straight as possible, then I take the wax stick and the hot comb and press it on down. Just Press, trying to get it as flat as possible, realistically. Now we blow dry for 5 minutes. Or longer if you want, but I just did 5 minutes. And yes, it's giving what it's supposed to. I'm so proud of myself at this point. I was like, you know what? I actually did it. And then I just took a cup of water and brushed out those hairs because I didn't want them to look hard from the holding spray. So I just brushed them out with my little edge brush. So then go in with your hot comb and push those hairs back. Push them back. My hot comb doesn't get that hot, but I'm not going to buy a new one until this one gives up on me. And then I'm just fixing that part, making sure it's as straight as possible once more. This part is optional, but I decided I wanted to go ahead and pluck it a little more. Then I'm taking the wax stick before I hot comb it some more to give it some extra sleekness. And I did that to both sides. Then I just put the hair in a ponytail so I can cut the baby hairs to begin the process. Y'all, this process isn't easy at first. You have to keep practicing. You have to redo the baby hairs as much as you can to get them to look how you want them to look. This is a time-consuming process, but if you want your baby hairs to be on fleek, then you just gotta do it. Then I went ahead and took the True Complexion Black Radiance Contour Palette, and I took the 2 darkest shades and I just fluffed it into the hairline. I didn't put too much, I just put a little bit of both and then just fluffed it lightly on top. And then I just plucked some extra baby hairs out because I didn't want them to be too thick like I said before. So just pluck as much as you want. I took the skinny curler iron to curl the hair, and then I went ahead and started to swoop it over. If y'all want an in-depth video of my baby hairs, definitely let me know down below and I'll make one of those videos dedicated to doing that. It kind of sounds like a good idea to do a lace install episode series, breaking down each step by step slowly for you guys. I'm thinking about doing that. It sounds good. Thinking about it. If y'all want that, tell me. You definitely can pluck what's not needed. If you feel like it's too much hair in an area, pluck it out. To lay the baby hairs down, I was actually using Eco Styler to swoop it into place. And then I sprayed a little bit of that adhesive lace glue on top of it just to hold it. And then I blow dried it on cool just a little bit so it won't be too hard. Looking back at the videos, I think I forgot to curl some of the baby hairs, but it still worked out. I was just swooping, twisting, swirling, however you want to do it. Me personally, I prefer swoops and swirls. See, I told y'all these baby hairs is not no joke. It's gonna take a minute. You have to keep doing it, redo it, make it to your liking, then blow dry it in place. Don't forget, I used the Eco Styler to swoop them into place, and then that lace adhesive spray to keep them where they're at, or to keep them in place. And if you are a girl who like the swirls, your nails or something sharp like the end of the scissors or the rat tail of the comb, that can assist you with getting the swirl into place how you want it to. So you can see here I was using my fingers to finish off the swirl. And so now that we're finished with the baby hairs, I just took that adhesive spray and I used the comb just to push a little bit of the product all over the baby hairs just to get them to stay in place, and blow dried it on cool for a few minutes, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Here, I don't know what was going on, but I was just trying to lay down that part. I don't know what was going on, what I was thinking. I was just trying to lay it down. So I just straightened the part up a little bit more, and then I took my concealer, the LA Pro concealer in the color Chestnut, and I just took my flat brush and went down the part to make it clean, give it the natural look. And then I put my comb in the middle where the part sits. And then I took my mascara and I used for both sides to just darken the roots, if that makes sense. Well, y'all can see what I'm doing, like, y'all get it. And I did it for both sides. And just take the brush so it won't look so fake, and so it won't look like black spray. Not knocking black spray, but this is so much better, like, it's so much easier. So do the same to both sides. And then I'm going to take that same black radiance palette in those same 2 colors and put it in the part, so it won't look like makeup cakey, you know. Then I'm just going to be detangling the hair on both sides, brushing it out with the wig brush, pressing it down with the hot comb a little more on both sides. I went ahead and wet my hair off camera because I thought I had a spray bottle, but I just don't know where it's at. So I just wet the hair, and then I put some more of that Lotta body on it, and then I put some mousse in the front. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.